Hello, YouTube world and readers of thelonelycomputer.org. I am Julian, and I will be teaching you how to install Windows 7 in the best possible way. A lot of people regard installing Windows 7 as one of the most complicated things you can do with a computer. However, they are wrong. It is actually one of the easiest things you can do. The only thing is that you need to be very prepared and you need to know what you're doing. This is why I'm going to recommend to you that if you're going to buy Windows 7, that you watch this entire tutorial as well as reading the one on my site to make sure that you don't run into any incompatibilities, as Windows is quite expensive. With this said, let's go on. For this tutorial, I'll be using Oracle's VirtualBox, which is a program to virtualize a computer basically, Inception style, a computer within a computer. So, now I'm going to unpause the virtual machine and we're going to proceed with the installation. I've already put the CD in the drive, so I'm going to boot from it. If you haven't done so already, you should do so now. So now you're going to get a bunch of loading screens, and depending on how fast your computer is, it can take seconds or even minutes. Now you're going to be greeted with the language selection screen. You can select anything you want here. I'm just going to click next. I know my Windows is in Spanish, please bear with me. So, before we install Windows, there are a few things you need to know. An installation of Windows 7 has two paths. You have an upgrade path, which you can only do from a machine that was previously running Vista, or you can do a custom path. Personally, I prefer the custom installation because it allows you to start off from a clean slate, meaning that you are going to get rid of any viruses or any unwanted things you had. So I'm going to click on Install Now, and it's going to load yet again. To upgrade to Windows 7, apart from having Vista, you need to make sure that your Windows 7 and your Windows Vista copies have the same architecture, meaning you cannot upgrade from a 32-bit version of Vista to a 64-bit version of 7. To do that, you'd need to do a custom install. I'm going to define custom install. Basically, a custom install is when you format the partition you're going to install Windows to, which means that you're going to lose everything, and you install Windows and you're going to get a Windows with nothing on it. No documents, no programs, nothing. Upgrade basically takes the Windows folder and substitutes it with a Windows 7 folder, meaning you're going to keep all of your programs and everything. However, upgrading, as apart from the limitations I mentioned before, takes a very long time. It can take up to a day, really. Also, upgrading, you can only upgrade to a version of Windows that is equal to or superior to the one you already had. For example, if you have Windows Vista Home Premium, you can only upgrade to Windows 7 Home Premium or Windows 7 Professional. Now I'm going to accept the license terms and continue. And for this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you to do a clean install, custom install. What I usually do is I delete all of the partitions. This is the best thing so that Windows can decide how to structure the drive. However, if you want to go the extra mile, you can press Shift F10, type in disk part, type in list volume, and then what we're going to do here is take the volume on which your previous Windows is installed and convert all of it to zeros, meaning that it's going to be completely fresh. When you format, you're only marking a certain region of the drive to be deleted later on. So now I'm going to select volume 2, or whatever your volume may be, and now I'm going to type in clean all, but I'm not going to press enter because this takes a very long time. So now I'm going to back out of CMD, and I'm going to delete all of the partitions, and I'm going to install Windows. You're going to get this screen. It may take anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 hours, so see you in a few minutes. Another thing, when your computer reboots, because it will reboot several times, make sure you do not press any key, because that will boot you back into the CD and you don't want to do that. That basically will make you reinstall everything again. So
When the boot to CD prompt comes up, ignore it.
So now you're going to be asked to enter a computer name and a username. These can be anything you'd like. For my username, I'm just going to type in the lonely computer. If you want to change your computer name, that's fine as well. You can change it to anything you'd like. Maybe you want to do this to be more visible on your network. I just typed in my computer. So we're going to click next, and here you can type in a password, but I'm really not going to because it's just a virtual machine. I'm going to click next now, and here you'll be prompted to enter your serial key. If you ordered Windows online or you got a digital copy, you'll get this in your email or on Microsoft website. If you got this Windows in a box from a store, it'll be inside your box somewhere around the manual. This box says activate Windows when you get online. I like to leave it unchecked so that you have more of a leeway if you don't like Windows before your key is activated. However, I've never had a problem, so don't take my word for it. So I'm just going to uncheck that and continue. I'm going to leave it blank because, hey, it's just a virtual machine. Here you'll be prompted what configuration you'd like to have your updates. Usually you want to select recommended configuration unless your system administrator has another choice or you have something in mind. I'm just going to select recommended configuration, and here you'll be prompted to enter your time settings. Windows goes online to get these, so you usually won't have any problems. Now here you're going to be asked the location of your network for security. If you're at your house, select home. If you're at your workplace, select work. If you're at your local McDonald's, select public. This is to ensure safety, but there's one option that you need to be careful with. You should only select the work option if your workplace has a domain and if you're using Windows 7 Professional or higher to be able to join the domain. I'm just going to select home network because that's what applies to me. Now it's just going to finalize some settings. This might take a while. And now, if you decided to put a password, you'll be taken to the login screen. Since I did it, I'm just going to have to wait for the desktop to be loaded. So now you're finally at the Windows 7 desktop, which means, congratulations, you've successfully installed Windows 7. Now, if you purchased your PC from a manufacturer such as Dell or HP, you want to grab your driver CD and install all the drivers. If you have a custom PC, then you know what to do. Well, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or on my site. Please tell me what you thought of this tutorial and if you'd like to see more. Until next time.